Hey Skyhawk fans, it's time to catch up with Skyhawk football, and we're here with our head coach, Jason Simpson. Coach, how have things been so far?
Well, good. We're on practice number, we just finished 11 practices, and so still continuing to develop our depth. It's still fun to see the maturation process of relatively some young players in some position take the next step and go with that first unit. And it's kind of funny that growing pains over the years repeat themselves from year to year. But I certainly see a lot of progress being made. Very pleased with our defense up to this point. I think this will be one of our better defenses that we've had. So still working through some growth and playing together with our offensive line unit. But that's something that's going to continue through the summer, and we'll continue to get better as we go into fall camp.
One thing that a lot of our fans have seen is the weather. How's the weather impacted us so far in the spring?
Well, it's certainly, thank goodness for the turf. I don't know where we'd be if we didn't have that. It's put us. There's times where I said, "Hey guys, the shower coming in, so we'll have to practice tonight." And that kind of throws a wrinkle into some things. But guys have adjusted to it, and coach has done a great job. But it's been challenging. Look at the weather report every day.
One thing you've got is a brand new defensive line coach, DeMarcus Covington. Tell the fans about
Right. Well, certainly excited about having DeMarcus here. Even though brand new or new coach is always something that's exciting, but there's a transition period. Hiring DeMarcus, there was really not, because him and Trey Scott, our former D-line coach, that had an opportunity to go to North Carolina. That's why we made this hire, because the same verbiage, same type of teaching methods. It was an easy transition for our players, and then you put DeMarcus on, his personality, his energy, his with his age, really relates to the players really well. So it's been an easy transition, and actually I've seen some growth in those guys. We got some returning guys with the addition of Damani Taylor, and I'm sure Coach Cup is very pleased with that group, because I certainly am.
So what is something you and the coaching staff have been really working on so far in the spring?
Well, one thing is we want to be the hardest playing team in the OVC. No matter what your schemes are, no matter what, if we line up and played harder than our opponent, you've got to believe it's a way of life around here that we're going to have a chance to win in the fourth quarter. So no matter what your schemes look like, you can't get too consumed with that right now. We've got to continue to lay the groundwork of we're going to play harder than our opponent, and then it's our job to coach them up from there.
So we've got the spring game this Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
What are some things that the fans are going to check out?
Well, you're going to see, everybody knows Jared Neal is our fifth-year quarterback. He certainly had a good spring. You're going to see Manny Stocker, only played a handful of snaps last year at that backup quarterback position. Very dynamic, transfer from North Carolina State that can run and can throw. So excited about him. You're going to see Jamie Bowe, new signing running back that came in here in January. He's a true freshman that gives us, we got to replace Abu Toure, and he's part of that group of running backs that do that. You'll see Damani that I talked about. He's a local Westview guy here, transferred in here from Bethel, that had to sit out this year, but is very dynamic and can really do a lot of good things for us on that defensive line. You're going to see an improved secondary. We were a defense that struggled in giving up some big plays last year, and but now that you're 4 years into the same defensive scheme, you've got 4, 5, almost 6 senior defensive backs that are playing a lot for us, and I've seen a much improved group.
So when fans show up at 10 a.m., what are they going to see? Like the regular practice and then into scrimmage?
Yeah, I mean we're going to go probably for about 2 hours. Okay, I'll hopefully be done by 12 o'clock. But I want to get you're going to see some pass scale. But I want to get in, probably 80 to 100 plays, in 1, 2s, and 3s. Everybody get plenty of work. So guys, come out, have fun. Hope it'll be a great day, a good weather day. Come out on the field, hang out. Hope there's a lot of former Skyhawks that come back and say hello, because we're still practicing. We'll be back Monday and Wednesday of next week. But I know our players are excited about it. Anytime you can get in the stadium and there's some officials out there, you get a chance to go compete. I expect a lot of energy from our guys.
What group is having the biggest position battle right now?
I think their offensive line, because of losing 5 seniors. The defensive backfield, the corner spots. When you're dealing with 4 seniors, there's some guys that expect to play, and so they've got to produce and continue to push each other. That's in the defensive line. Right now, there's 5 guys that we really like what they're doing. And of course, we play with a 3-man front, so who's that 6th guy to get in that in the 2 rotation there. So I would say defensive back and offensive line would be the top 2 challenging for playing time.
With the spring game Saturday, do you have a favorite spring game memory that you have?
Yeah, there's funny. You and I were talking about that earlier. I remember, early in my career here, I would turn it over to the assistant coaches, and I didn't put as many parameters on them when it came to calling the offense and defense. And so, it'd be pretty competitive, and you'd see a trick play here or there. You'd see a lot more blitzes than you would do. And I remember the offensive line coach, Jeep Wade, years ago. He kept up with how many corner blitzes came in the game, and he said, "I better see that many corner blitzes on Saturday when we play in the fall." So it gets pretty competitive. Everybody wants to play well. I remember one time Phil Dane asked me to have a microphone out there during the game a couple of years ago, and maybe kind of keep the crowd engaged. And I think after a while, I ran out of things to say, on the microphone. And I think one of the players told me, "Hey, coach, I've heard enough of your jokes today. That's enough." So we had fun with it. But spring game's always great. You look forward to this time of year to where you're just developing your team. There's no wins, losses to keep up with, but you just lay the groundwork for the fall.
All right, fans, spring game Saturday, 10 a.m. at Hardy Graham Stadium. We hope to see you there.